As promised, we've returned to the Airstream stand at Caravan Salon Düsseldorf to take a look at the European version of the Airstream Tommy Bahama. This is a unique travel trailer because what Airstream Europe have done is taken one of the suitable Airstreams from the United States and converted it to European use. Whereas normally, you see here, is the 684, which is sold as the Colorado in the UK. That's a normal European kind of Airstream. So we'll go through what's been changed on the Tommy Bahama in order to make it more Europe friendly than if it had just come straight out of the factory in Jackson Centre. So let's go take a look. We will start with the outside. Right, starting at the A-frame, you can see, if you are an American subscriber, that this has been substantially changed for the European market. So we have a Winterhoff stabilizer coupling on a knot mounting, and also an Alco jockey wheel, and then the brakes have been changed to European style overrun brakes. So the electric brakes have gone. Airstream Europe's converted those to overrun brakes, and then the gas system under there is to European standards. So the LPG system has also been changed. And then here we are at the back of the caravan, and you can see the road lights have been changed in order to make them fully road legal in Europe. This is something we don't have on European Airstreams, is this handy little storage compartment in the rear bumper here. So that's handy to put some lightweight items in. Now, speaking of putting equipment and loading, some of the equipment inside has been moved in order to achieve a nose weight of 100 kilos, which is pretty impressive. So, empty, this caravan has a nose weight of 100 kilos. Its unladen weight is just shy of 2,000 kilos, and its maximum technical permissible laden mass is 2,500 kilos. All that on a single axle chassis. You can see that despite the 2.5 ton axle, it's still fitted with a Reich motor mover. So really you are getting the best of both worlds with this caravan. So that's really the conversions that have been done on the outside. Now let's have a look at some of the styling. So you can see you have a Tommy Bahama fly screen, and of course this lovely branded Zip-D awning. And then of course we have badges on the side of the caravan to remind you that this is no ordinary Airstream. And if you needed any more reminding this was no ordinary Airstream, let's take a look inside. So folks, I have tried every setting on this camera. I do not know why we cannot stop this flickering effect. I can only apologize. I've tried doubling the shutter speed, halving the shutter speed, changing the frame rate, you name it, I've tried it. I cannot stop that flickering. So we had a brief look around this caravan at the beginning of the show. So this is actually an American Dometic fridge running on 110 volts. So speaking of the electrics, a lot of the sockets have been left as 110 volts because things like laptop computers can run off both voltages. However, Airstream Europe has installed 3 220 volt sockets. So if you do have something that requires 220 volts, you have the option of using 220 volt sockets in addition to the 110. Above the dinette here is a ceiling fan, and then swish cupboards, and quite a compact kitchen with, I'd say, not a huge amount of workspace. So barbecue time, I reckon. And that is just an oven. So there is no grill. Just an oven there, no grill, with an extractor fan over the top. Now then, the heating and hot water system is as fitted in Jackson Centre. So it's an all-in-one system that works with the air conditioning and the heat pump. So, oh, there's another 220 socket there. So the controller decides whether it's going to use the air conditioning, the heat pump, or the furnace. So basically you set the temperature and forget. So while we're at the washroom area, there's the sink again, with a cupboard below. Of course, it's time for a quick hello. Sorry. This is clever. The washroom in more detail. This is the washroom area and the foot of the bed during the daytime, or when you're not using the washroom, and then when you're able to use it. Oop. The door is a bifold door and gives you far more space in the washroom. Simple but ingenious. Now this toilet is still of the black tank variety, but Airstream Europe assure me that this can be changed for a cassette toilet. That is down to the requirements of the user. Obviously a cassette toilet and a black tank have their own advantages and disadvantages. We could be here all day discussing the two. It really depends where you're going to use it and how you intend to empty the black tank. Into the bedroom, lovely funky feel, and again over the bed we have another fan. French bed in this layout, which is 8 feet wide. TV with a couple of USB ports up there and a little shelf to charge your devices. So there you have it. That is the Airstream Tommy Bahama. One last thing, of course, is the price. Well, if the weight of 2,000 kilos didn't make you cry, unfortunately the price will. This particular Airstream goes through the tills at 104,000 euro, because you have the cost of the original Airstream, the shipping from the United States, and then of course the cost of all the conversions to make it Europe friendly. However, we're in the Hall of Dreams here, where there are motorhomes that are costing 1.4 million euro, which makes this look quite a bargain really. You can have 14 of these for the price of one of those. I think I know what I'd rather have. And it's got Tommy Bahama's name written all over it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that tour of the Tommy Bahama. What an amazing Airstream that was. As ever, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you don't already. It just leaves me to say, from Düsseldorf, from Dougal, and from me, thanks for tuning in, or danke fürs Einschalten. Were you impressed by that, Dougal? Were you impressed with my German? He never smiles.